welcome to It All Started Betrayal. How you guys doing? I'm just going ahead and jump right into it. Just get into the shebang. Shebang. Or shebang bang. I was pulling cards, like I said, be pulling cards when you just sitting there chilling, minding your business. But I'm going to tell you what I got. The cards that I got, what they want to talk about is the corruption in these institutions, these government institutions, the CIA, the FBI, whatever. What they want to talk about, what's on my table, is that when these people, how corrupt this situation or these people were in this institution, the corruption in these institutions, how these employees that was sent out here, these people that are investigators in this institution was corrupt. They were not they would investigate who they want to. They would pick and choose the investigations they chose. If the investigation got a lot of media attention, they would jump on it. But when people came to report stuff to these people, they would pour their heart out to them, to help them, to save them. They would reject them, or they would ignore them, or they would take their time. And sometimes they wouldn't even look into it. This is how corrupt this institution was. This is what the divine wants everybody to know. They protect people in their covens. You feel me? If the celebrity's getting stalked or reporting somebody's messing with them, that's when they jump on it. That's when they'll go investigate. You know what I mean? But other than that, when it came time for us to report something, they'd take their time or reject the case altogether. They only do the shit that gets media attention. That's it. Anything that pops up on the news, the FBI, they're looking like the hero. That's what Spirit wants to tell you. So, going back to whatever what's really about is how they were corrupt in this institution, right? And they was all for this conflict, but being as though they couldn't provoke the person that they was trying to attack. You know what I mean? Because, this Queen of Swords lied to them. That was I guess that was a side note. That's what I got on the table, is that how they be sitting there trying to come at somebody behind their back. But the fact of the matter is, these people really don't even do their job for real. They only go where the news is at. So the news, the media, FBI, all of these people would have party and tea. Would they live next to each other? They go to special events together. When it came to us, we was left out here to fend for ourselves. But if you're a celebrity, you or the news want to cover your story, that's when they feel like they come and investigate. Just like on the movies. The cops be like, we got it. But soon as come on police officers, tell it like it is. Soon as they get on the news, they're going to come into the police department, the police station, and be like, we got this. And the police department been working on this for 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 years. And they come and get all the attention from the daggone people who work in the department, take the attention from them, probably even hold back them from getting any kind of incentive, then take the incentive and the reward and give it to the department, FBI or whatever, but don't give it to the department. So it's like, with Spirit's like, everybody been out here robbing everybody, but when us civilians come in and report something and tell them something, they don't hear it. Only time they hear it is when the media is involved. That's a side note. That's something they wanted everybody to know. But there's another story here. So as I'm talking about this corruption, and it's still here at the same time, but I had to hit that first. But there was like, when it comes to this corruption and reason why you ain't really hearing too many issues or conflict with the FBI, how come where they at and why they not working, is because they just be sitting on the clock or something. I don't know. This is what I'm getting. They don't really be having no issues because they don't really accept a lot of the nonsense or conflict, or when people come and report it, they reject it because they think everybody lying or not telling the truth. or fabricating the stories, but they don't even investigate it. Or there's a woman comes and tell the so what's happening? So like if there was anybody reporting on any particular person, they've been rejecting y'all stories. So if I came and reported somebody, they rejected that. So if anybody else came and told a story on this person, this particular man or woman, they rejected it because the woman went in there and said whatever that person came and said to you was a lie. So this woman is going behind somebody back telling them whatever these people come and reporting is a lie. So they discuss, oh wait, this person also could be in interrogation too. See, I'm about to get vexed. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm okay. Okay, sorry. I was getting heated. I was about to. But we do got to corrupt.
Grandma decided I wanted to talk. She gave him a hug.
Okay. I'm doing something.
Why did she come out?
Okay, I'm sorry, but I got a little upset. But we got a conversation between a corrupt, either there's a corrupt Fed or investigator, somebody who's in some kind of secret or cult, or society or group here that could work for the law, which is I think is some kind of investigator. This is a conversation that these two are having right now. So the man, this person, this corrupt Fed guy or investigator or CIA or whoever he is now going to the person that was causing all the conflict, right? There was this woman that's could be an informant for them. You feel me? This woman, they use this woman to go for targets too. You know what I mean? To go fish for stories, or or this woman comes back and reports stuff too. But they are now coming to find out that they are now realizing that this woman told a lot of lies. And now she can't come back and tell the lies no more because one, she can't sleep with them. She's no longer sleeping with them. Why are they no longer sleeping with her? Well, one, because she didn't tell him something. She didn't tell him something that should make this man stop either loving her, having feelings for her, or sleeping with her. She been putting magic on him. Why? Because she wasn't able to emotionally manipulate him. She ain't been able to emotionally manipulate him lately or to get him to sleep with her. Why? Because he knows she a gold digger. He knows she a scammer. He knows she a con artist. He knows she not as rich as she said she was. He knows she going broke. She was lying to him. She was lying to him why she was having money issues. She was using him in the midst of money issues, could be paying for him, or he was paying her to sleep with her. Whatever it was, he might have been giving money to her. She could have been an escort. She could also, she definitely put a love spell on this corrupt police officer, private detective, or whoever. He could be a private detective. He may not work for the government. He could be have his own personal contracts or whatever. He's in this conflict with this woman that was gaslighting him and love bombing him, sleeping with him. She no longer sleeping with him because he now knows she a liar. He no longer going in her direction. She could have been crying about it. She could have been upset about this because she's now having to pour the love out for this man. There could have been an argument, a fight, if not a fight, an argument, that he knows she put a love spell on him. She put a love spell on him, gaslit him so he could stop somebody else from having a job, a business, foundation, stability, stop them from being able to pay for their home, their land, their car, anything tangible. She had this corrupt police officer, private eye, CIA, Fed, sabotage this woman's whole life and lied to put her in poverty. She was gaslighting and love bombing this person to sabotage and destroy somebody's life. This woman was a practitioner, but she also went to a practitioner if she not want to put a love spell on this corrupt cop, Fed agent, CIA agent, politician, whoever this is, to help this man destroy this woman's life by leaving this woman, for this woman to be left out in the cold. If it's not, yeah, it's somebody. He's saying he no longer doing this, and he no longer sleeping with her because she lied. He no longer letting her gaslight him or love bomb him because she's a liar. She didn't tell him everything. She didn't tell him when it came to her sending him in this direction to come destroy somebody's life. He didn't question her because he had love for her. She put a love spell on this man, as I said, just so he can help her destroy somebody's life and have somebody left out in poverty, in the cold. Had this woman under judgment. Under this judgment of destroying her life. Just so she can sleep peaceful at night. He could be wanting to leave this to rest now. He could be wanting to put this to rest because he now knows the truth. He now knows that she lied to cause somebody else some heartbreak because she had ran out of options. He also now seeing through the illusion and the confusion that she is a witch, that she does use black magic, and she used the love spell on me to make it. She used a love spell on me to make it seem like there was nobody else better than her, or that for them to not want anybody else, to not sleep with anybody else, in order to help her destroy this woman's life. She also used a spell for help to hold back some kind of money from him. She was she used a spell for him to lose a large amounts of money, or for his money to be delayed, slow, or held back as well as the way he did for this Queen of Pentacles. He made her codependent on him financially when it came to this corrupt official, helping her to attack and sabotage this woman's life. She was able to use him to publicly humiliate this woman by leaving her out in the cold and poverty. The problem was they wasn't able to cause this mental dysfunction or disruption in this woman's head when it came to these two working together. All this to stop this woman from being a star, being balanced in their emotions, being balanced in their masculine and feminine energy, to be seen as somebody as emotionally stable to the public, grounded, influential or divinely influenced, divinely led. And God, they didn't want this person to be seen. They didn't want this person to be known that they were actually being divided. Divinely guided by the divine. So in order to stop this person from being on these platforms, or to be seen as stable, for them to be seen as emotionally unstable, she needed this man, use this man to go behind her to report to certain platforms, certain business owner. This person had access to certain information and was able to find out who these CEOs was, and went and told this person that this person was under some kind of watch, under some kind of was under some kind of surveillance. When it had this Fed or this corrupt agent or private investigator slander or defame somebody's character in order to have this person shadow banned on their social media platforms, as well as government institutions, because they had access to these institutions too. But this person is now saying they done. They no longer want to sleep with you. They no longer want to hear what you got to say because you lied. So I'm telling you what happened and how it's going to end if it ain't already. This man partnered with this Queen of Swords in reverse to publicly humiliate somebody, to make them look like they was on some kind of criminal watch. This person was a conflict for a menace to society. Would cause conflict and chaos within the institution. This is also about them giving them access to do these things. So she was sleeping with this Fed who gave her government clearance, which is probably to hack in people's phones, probably to hack in people's companies' data banks or database or whatever this person was able to get into. It was because they had this backing of this crooked official. You better change your clothes. They was waiting for this guy. Did you go change your clothes?
Huh? Okay.
Close the door. Close the door, golly. I gotta get like that sometimes. Sometimes I talk soft. It's not always it doesn't always do. It's not always successful. It's not always sufficient just to be calm all the time and just be nice. You gotta put some drill instructor boots on, because they will walk all over you. Get my nerve. Well, anyway, yeah. So tower hit. Boom, boom, boom. Know why the tower hit? Because when it comes to this little group that this crooked official is a part of, they all come into terms that they're not really able to make this woman seem as emotionally unstable or unfit in order for them to have this power to cause this tower of stopping this woman from working. That's what they've been waiting for. The justice system, they were manipulated. The justice system had magic putting on them to avoid this tower. They may be finding this out now. So that means we got government officials out here, more than one that this woman lied to. And I don't know how many of them she slept with. Could have been 5, could have been 4, could have been 3, could have been 10, could have been through word of mouth. Literally. That's a lot of people. Oh my God. But anyway, if maybe they didn't have to. Maybe they didn't have to sleep with people. Maybe they had people for them to sleep with. Because that's just a lot of bodies. That's a lot of... That's a lot of yogurt. That's a lot of yogurt flavored liquid, okay? That's just a lot of exercise. But dang, some people down for whatever. But this person is getting rejected today, and they feel neglected and abandoned. I guess whoever this woman is been lying to this man is feeling left out in the cold. He don't want to sleep with her. He not rushing and passionately towards her for this relationship. You know, either he was getting paid or she was paying him. And she would pay him to pay people. You feel me? Like he would go in there and make a little side deal, or she would go in there and make the side deal with them or pay them or whatever, or give him the money. Give him the money to give to them. There's a whole movie scene just popped up in my head. Some people would meet up in a bridge, like behind a bridge. Like I'm getting the Brooklyn Bridge, like some open space. Some open space near water. If not near water, some little like gravel area. You know what I mean? Where a lot of people don't come, or it could be a park, and give them money, or could be Cash App. So Cash App could be getting exposed as well for weird transactions. So I just got to download that Cash App. No shade. I mean, this could be allegedly. This is allegedly. Cash App is going to come up. But I heard this also. But they are going to be associated with certain bodies. They're going to be able to connect a person passing away and payments. They're going to come to realize that when somebody died, a payment came in. When this person died, a payment came in. And Cash App had the transactions. If it ain't Cash App, it's how a person would deposit in the bank and then have access to the money from the bank through Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. This person may have use multiple Cash App, different types of Cash Apps. It's how they receive their payments for these dirty deeds and these dirty jobs. So you're gonna find out. You may find that people on the job, like a Cash App, you're gonna find out weird. Like people gonna get more money off what they get paid at work. Like you're gonna be able to track that, like some extra funds that they was making. Like Cash App employees, they're gonna be able to trace certain employees' payments and transactions. Everybody's emotional. So everybody's emotional right now. There's a lot of crying people. People are crying. There's a lot of people that are emotionally unstable at this time. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of emotional people. Once the real feds crack this case open, it's going to be a lot of evidence through financial transactions that they're going to find. They're going to find people making more money than what they're supposed to on a job. Because a lot of these people was doing side hustles or side jobs or side businesses. They were all, I'm getting like them people, like the people they discovered that was holding back this mail and holding back this money. You're going to find that in some of these apps with just Cash App or multiple. Like it's a whole clique, a whole ring out here. This is a whole crime ring. This is a whole RICO charge. And the fact that these people was coming back to telling the feds what's going on, and they were reject. Some of these Fed people CIA people was rejecting these people cases. Like people would come and report, but they would think people were lying. They would think people was being delusional, making so they didn't know to even check into it. They may have to go back and check into some of them stories. And what's gonna happen? They may have to go look into some of these stories that was reported a while ago that they ignored, and it may lead them somewhere. But Spirit said, wait, you didn't budge. It's a victory. You covered on holding back. You're not giving up. Yeah, wait. Yeah, these people know they caught. They did too much. They did too much and they caught. And whoever the good feds and CIA agents are, these people about to get, I'm hearing Nobel Peace Prizes. bonuses. If that's even possible. That could be something I'm thinking. But whoever these people that crack these cases and expose these people, they may even have to clean out a lot of people that's been working there. Like, it's going to be a whole turnover. But whoever these people that actually bust this case, they're going to get a lot of support from the community. The community don't know yet. But they know. They might know who I'm talking about if they're intuitive, because I think that's a gift they're supposed to have. I don't know. But they know once they do what they're supposed to do with this person, they know they're going to get mad support, mad rewards, and all kinds of stuff, incentives, once they crack this open. Yeah, they already know. They may not do nothing right now, or they may be, but whoever... No, but some of them are actually having a tantrum right now. Some of them are mad. Could be a lot of them. Might be, but it's going to take the good ones to figure this out, because the corrupt ones may still be on the job, or they trying to figure out what to do. So some of these corrupt agents are going to have to get back the keys. Whatever keys they had to the city, whatever keys they had in the building, whatever keys that they give them on the job, they're going to have to give them back, and the badge and the gun. Or if that's their own gun, they're going to give that back. They're going to have to walk. Yeah, they're going to lose this power. They're going to miss it. Some of these people may go to jail. They're going to miss this privilege. Ain't it? Tell them they're going to miss this privilege. They were sitting here collaborating with these people. But it's to go in their favor and holding back messages, reports, filings, everything. They're going to get fired. Because there's some stories and cases that these people wasn't reporting. I'm getting around election time too. If something was going on around election time, they would hold off on it, wouldn't report it, wouldn't put it. If it got something to do with a city, if it got something to do with a red city or blue state or red state, they wouldn't report the numbers or something. They would manipulate the numbers, wouldn't report the numbers, wouldn't report a crime. Like if it was a major death or a major serious scene, like somebody just came in there and harmed their whole family, they wouldn't report it. They wouldn't put it in the news. They wouldn't put it in the media. The media and the feds would go hush or some shit. Y'all in trouble, bro. All of this is getting exposed. It's going to be a whole government takedown and shakedown. Maybe. That just seems so far-fetched. It doesn't even seem realistic. It's giving me Criminal Minds type shit. I could be just dreaming. I think I'm dreaming. Yeah, they was trying to come for the kid, but the kid job was to expose everything as far as I'm capable of, what was going on behind the scenes. They was trying to get the girl in the head, but they wasn't able to emotionally provoke her when it came to stopping her business, stopping for her nurturing, stopping her from putting anything nice in the house, stop her from being able to put any nice clothes on herself, stop for her from taking care of her pets, her plants, her environment, stopping her from moving anywhere, especially when it comes to moving into this nice house with this 10 of Pentacles. They worked really hard for it, didn't you guys? Yeah, you did. You worked really hard to get this person up in their head. So they had a government, they had a psychoanalyzer, a profiler. They had all these, I don't know if they had a profiler involved, but they may have. Maybe the profiler is who told them how much I really like what I'm doing and thought that this is where you could attack me at. You know what I mean? Attack them in what they really love. And this is something that they found. They have people on a job that work for the government that learns this stuff and teaches this stuff. And this is who they was working with. Somebody, an analyzer, a handwriter analyzer, whatever. All this to try to sabotage somebody. But then again, maybe not. That's why they need me on a job. That's why they need me on a job. Excuse me. It wasn't them. That's something I would do. That's why they called me on the job. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what that was. Due to this corruption in this institution, the people thought they was they thought they was dead ass smart. They was dead ass corrupt. How about that? So this corrupt official and his feminine energy that he was sleeping with, that was lying to him, whether she a politician or not, they mad at each other because she lied, and he no longer want to hear the lies that she got to tell because she just kept lying to him, love bombing him, gaslighting him. He kept falling for them shits. Now he don't want her to hurt him anymore. Now he might be a little sick. Oh, maybe not. He just don't want. Yeah. Nope, he wasn't protected when he was sleeping with this person, but I don't know if he have anything. But yeah, we gonna go on here. So she lied. Yes, she did lie to you. But that's your karma. That's your judgment for hopping on this bandwagon that was leading your ass straight to nowhere fast. With no tracks. With no, with no rails on the track. Was it train track? Was it no tracks on the trail? Whatever. You surely got derailed, and it took all this time for you to do just that. Demoted. And with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.